mon, mes, le mien, à moi. There are so many ways to express possession in French. Do you also find it hard to distinguish them? This video will change your life. With 4 levels starting to the simplest and moving forwards to the most complex to guide you through all the structures with possession in French. Shall we begin? Are you a complete beginner? Then let's start from the very beginning with the basics. This is our first sentence. Guy est mon frère. To select the appropriate possessive adjectives in French, we have to look at 2 characteristics. The first one is the possessor, who is owning. In this case is je. The second characteristic is the possessed, the thing that one owns. Here it's frère, which is singular and masculine. It's really important because if the possessed is feminine and singular, we would say ma. And if it's plural, doesn't matter if it's masculine or feminine, we'll say me. On this basis, we can see that the possessors tu, il, elle follow the same pattern. Ton, son, and so on. The plural adjectives, they don't follow the pattern, but they don't distinguish the masculine and feminine, and so it's much easier to learn. Now we know the easiest approach, so let's discover its details. You're probably struggling with some of these adjectives, so let's try to anticipate your questions. Here are 3 of them. The first one might be the difference between son and ça. So let's start by analyzing this sentence. C'est son paquet de céréales. Whose the pack is? Marina's or Guy's pack? Well, there is no way of knowing it from this single sentence. As we saw earlier, we don't say son paquet for Guy and sa paquet for Marina. No, it's son paquet because paquet is singular and masculine, and we don't make the difference between il and elle possessors. The second one might be the difference between leur, and c'est. Let's imagine we are at a restaurant and Guy and Marina are eating pizza. First situation, ils mangent leur pizza préférée. Here we have one object, one pizza, and multiple possessors, 2 people. Second situation, a second pizza arrives at the table. Ils mangent leur pizza préférée. Here there are multiple objects, 2 pizzas, and multiple possessors. Third situation, Guy is leaving and Marina has to finish the pizzas. We would say, elle mange ses pizzas préférées. As you might understand, there is one possessor and multiple objects. The last difficulty might be mon or ma. With this sentence, Emma est mon amie, you might be confused because Emma is feminine, so it should be ma amie, right? But there is a last rule, words that start with a vowel. For pronunciation matters, words that start with a vowel will be introduced by the masculine possessive adjectives. So, mon, ton, son are used for words that are singular masculine, but also nouns starting with a vowel. Was this an easy task for you? Let's see what comes next. Let's imagine I ask to Marina, tu prends ton chapeau ou mon chapeau? Here, I don't want to repeat chapeau twice. And that's where the possessive pronouns come into play. It will replace mon chapeau, so a possessive adjective and a noun. Let's see how. Possessive pronouns are always preceded by definite articles, le, la, les. In this example, chapeau is masculine singular, so we will use le. If it was feminine, that would be la, and if it was plural, that would be les. Now, let's look at the different forms of the possessive pronouns. Mon manteau refers to the possessor je. So the right pronoun will be le mien. Then the sentence is tu prends ton chapeau ou le mien? If Marina answers and wants to take my coat, she will refer to the possessor tu and will respond je prends le tien. You are pretty good now. Then let's get excellent. In this final level, let's see how the prepositions a and de play a role. Often translated in English with the apostrophe s or the possessive pronouns. Let's start with the preposition de. La cuisine de Guy est sympa. To use de, we will follow this path. An article, a noun, which is the possessed, de, and the owner, which is a proper noun, a noun. Do you remember the struggle of not being able to know if son is for Marina or Guy? Here is the solution. C'est le paquet de Marina. C'est le paquet de mon ami. Now let's see with the preposition a. Le sac est à Marina. Here we use this preposition to highlight, emphasize the owner. Let's follow this path. An article, a possessed noun, the verb être, the preposition a, and the owner, which is a proper noun, a noun, or a pronoun, stress pronoun. We can even highlight more the owner, saying c'est son sac à elle. Let's see again the example with the pack. C'est son paquet à elle. C'est le paquet de Marina. C'est son paquet à elle. And that's it for today. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments, I will be glad to answer. If you would like to practice with additional videos or exercises that relate to today's video, I will see you on Seedlang. Salut!